live streaming Asia now. Hey, Jay Boogie's here. It says first. Hello, Jay Boogie. Let me know if you can hear me and see me, my man. That would be great. And then we'll get rolling. So we're here. Hold on, let's see. Live stream. Okay, I can see myself and I can hear myself. Perfect. So I'm gonna get off the street before I get hit by something. Get inside the park. Finding parking was a bit challenging, but it is 8:30 in the a.m. on a Sunday. People trying to get out and enjoy this beautiful sunny day out here. So, huh? Maybe a couple minutes. Or you want it now? Yeah, just let's wait a couple minutes. We're gonna get some people watching this. They can enjoy our coffee purchase and join us for the ride. Okay. So, 10,000 strong, huh? We'll wait till we get some more people watching before I comment about that. I don't. If you guys are wondering, hey, why isn't this guy's camera shaking while he's walking like usual? It's because I'm using a trusty gimbal today. So that's gonna help with the shakiness. And if you guys can hear me and see me, please let me know, and then we'll get this live stream started. Talk about having 10,000 subscribers on Asia now. Wow! Congratulations to all of us, not just me. So let's find out where we are going here first. Let's see if you guys can guess which city I'm in. Oh, people jogging out here? They care about fitness, huh? I know I don't. I mean, I kind of do, but it's not easy. Please let me know in the comment section if you can see me and hear me. Squeeze Easy says, yo, 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 what's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's good? Okay, beautiful day, man. My arm's getting tired already. How weak am I, huh? You know what they say, as you get older, you start to lose muscle. Okay, what about the fat, huh? When do I start to lose the fat? How about that? Never. Fat stays, muscle goes. Whatever happened to fat turning into muscle? Anyway, lying, man. Nobody knows what's going on. We can see and hear you fine. Perfect. Thank you so much. We got 12 people already on this live stream early in the AM. Saturday night, people might be going out, walking around. Let's see. Let's cross here. Yo, if I see one of those lizards, man, I'm out of here. Oh, big ass. Fucking Komodo dragon type lizards. We're gonna sit here, huh? Okay. Once people join, I'll go for a walk. What am I doing? Like this? Oh, I forgot that it's towards me. Whoa. Bruh, I try to sit here, but it's... I'll show you guys what I mean. I try to sit here, but there's no ass, bro. Okay, my ass went right through here. The hell? Okay. All right. Maybe for a few minutes. Get this out. Give my arm a rest. What the hell? Where is it? Oh, I found it.
Oh, no. Put it here.
Yeah, I'm tightening it. Okay. Okay, give us a second. We're getting this tripod set up. I hear pigeons. Okay, ooh. Make this tight. There we go. All right, now we are good. Good stuff. Excellent. Hey-o. I could take this off a little bit. All right, it's good. Feel great. Okay, it's hot. I'm actually surprised there's only 10 people watching this. Usually we have about 30 right off the bat, but that's okay. We'll slowly get rolling. If you guys can let me know where you're from and your city, anything, ask your questions. We'll talk about the latest news in the Philippines, Thailand, and other countries. You know what's going on in Pakistan, India, man? Those guys are going at it. I mean, historically, they've always been going at it, but like, it's getting bad lately. So hopefully nothing major comes from that situation. What about that tuco lizard thing? It's so loud. I know, man. The lizards are loud in Asia, man. Loud, big, and like they won't let you sleep. Speaking of sleeping, last night I had a tough time sleeping, man. The freaking the bed ain't that good. The bed at this Airbnb I'm at, it looked good when I saw it, but I never like slept on it. So whatever. So I have to pull the mattress off and just sleep on the floor starting tonight because any kind of movement would be like a loud noise and just like waking me up. It's not about me. I'm worried about the neighbor, man. Like I'm worried that she or he can hear every single movement and it's like, what the hell? So I think waiting enough here. There's not too many people joining in yet. Have they changed the airport in Manila to international only yet? No, no, they will. I don't think they'll ever do that. At least not the Naya, right? So they have like they're gonna build another two terminals, well, one terminal, and upgrade the Terminal 4, build Terminal 5. But people are saying they need a runway more than a terminal, right? The issue isn't really the number of terminals, it's just the convenience, the connections, and the number of delays and all that. So they're trying to improve it, but now there's a question about the legitimacy of who actually the owner is. They didn't consult anybody and all the stuff. Why it went private, some corruption accusations and all that. So let's see. Speaking of the airports, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, much better. The lighting is better this way. Speaking of the airports, right? The whole passport situation, it sucks, but a couple people can ruin the whole reputation of a country, right? I don't know what the big deal is. Like my point is like I don't know what the big deal as in like why can't they just figure out who did it and just stop it? Like why can't they admit it and say this one individual was doing this and now it's over instead of trying to protect. I don't know who they're protecting, but it's definitely not going to help the image of the country if you don't take something like this seriously. So I'm glad they're taking it seriously, this whole passport ripping situation. I shouldn't do that. It's going to ruin the sound. They said they were going to make it international only and change all the domestics to another airport. Another airport? Yeah, good luck with. Personally, I don't see that happening for a very long time. Where is like Air Asia, Cebu Pacific, and all the other domestic carriers going to fly out of Clark? There's no connections or anything. It's going to be, no connection as in like getting there. It might be challenging. I could be wrong, but I don't see how that's going to work, right? So then what happens to all the international flights from Clark? I guess they'll stay the same. I don't think there's enough like runways to accommodate all the domestic flights. So, oh, cool. Thanks. Let me go ahead and read off my phone. I think it's a bit easier. They got to have cameras see it. Yeah, just check the CCTV. I'm sure all the check-ins should have cameras working, unless they have to admit they don't have any cameras above these people doing whatever they're doing. So I guess that'd be even a bigger embarrassment. That you can't have security, right? Imagine an airport not having cameras. It's kind of messed up. But who knows? Let's not get more into that. I think by now, it's if you don't know what's going on, people are claiming that airport staff from Cebu Pacific have been ripping their passports, ensuring they don't get on the flight. So somebody really took it up to the next level, eventually reached the proper authorities, and now they're looking into it because they don't want this to be another bullet scam, essentially. People trying to extort you for money, say, oh, your passport's ripped, you can't get on the plane, give me 1,000 pesos, I'll let you get on, kind of situation. So, whoa, now we're talking, 23 people watching. Guys, take a second, just double tap that like button so we get more eyes on this celebration of 10,000 subscribers. Thanks to you guys since the beginning of last year. It took a year to get to 10,000 subscribers. Some people say that's good, some people say it isn't. I'm actually happy when I think about it overall. I don't want like one video to go really viral and then basically get a bunch of viewers that are not going to watch me consistently. So I'm really happy that the group that we have are regular viewers of the channel, which is fantastic. So I think that organic growth is much more appreciated by me than just a random. There's pigeons everywhere. They're going to doodle on me. Ah. Should we put the camera there? You guys want to see some? I'm gonna switch the camera, show you guys some pigeon feeders. Okay, let's put it over here. Oh, they're feeding the fish, I think. Yeah, they're feeding the fish. but no fish coming out. Okay. Okay, well, I thought they were feeding the pigeons, but they're feeding the fish, but no fish is coming out. Oh, now they're coming. Anyways, what are we talking about? So right now, that's the biggest thing. The Tanam Punit Bala, I think it's called, the passport ripping situation. Although it hasn't been done to any international passports yet, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's probably because they know foreigners might make a bigger deal out of it. So, oh yeah, uh huh, uh huh. There we go. Better. Oh, it's not going to my crotch. Okay. Oh, get a perfect angle here. What is it? Turtle. We're out here at park hanging around with turtles. Anyways, so where are we at here? Hey, Jose Rodriguez here. Jose, I'm gonna release your interview in like 3 or 4 days. My bad, it's taking so long. I have so many other videos before that. Oh, there's like two turtles. That's what they're feeding the turtles, huh? Okay, let's do this again. Let's see if you. I don't know if you guys care, but we'll show you guys the turtles. There's so many of them. What? Who knew that many turtles were in this pond? Everybody getting fed today, son. They brought a big old bag of treats. The gal them over here. What are they saying, yo? Y'all single or what? You guys got man done? You guys want a new man in your life? Oh, there's one right here. Swimming around with a plastic bag. Poor turtle, man. Oh, there he is. There's a lot of turtles here. I see like 4 already. You guys are like, hey man, I didn't come here for National Geographic. I came here. Okay, so let's go back to where we were at. Okay, now we talking. So in a couple minutes, I'm gonna go get a coffee from a local vendor, so you guys can see that. This is gonna be probably a long stream, 1 or 2 hours. So feel free to get that part of your business, young lady, wife number 1. Hello. You can. Don't look at me that way. Anyways, 30 people watching. Take a second, double tap that like button. Let's get this stream to more viewers. I'm here celebrating 10,000 strong with your help. Reached community has, okay, fine, the only wife. All right, now we're happy. So, what the hell? Let's see. They have cameras to see it. Yeah, I know, right? Go ahead and see who did it and fire them and make an example out of people like that. How hard is it? 4.5 earthquake in Valencia, Negros Oriental yesterday. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the Manila airport needs to take care of the roaches. Yeah, roaches of all kinds, like metaphorically and literally, right? So only doesn't matter if you're happy, bro. Yeah, I am very happy, right? Exactly. Celebrating 10K. Woo! I'll be going to Diplomatic City in a few months. Okay, perfect. I got your 5 coffees, dude. Oh man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. If you guys want to show some extra love, there's a super thanks. Oh yeah, we set a goal, right? I forgot about that. It's on the channel. I've set a goal. If you reach 5 or 10 super stickers, let's say $50, I'm gonna take you guys to a local market, show you guys what it's really about early in the AM on a Sunday. If you reach that. So William says bye, William. No worries, man, about the interview. Thank you. Aren't you supposed to be a date with my niece? Oh shit, Ray, your niece? Nah. I don't know what you're talking about. Go to sleep. Ray, LOL. Oh, I think she's making fun. What city are you currently in? You guys are going to see in a few minutes. I'm going to explain. Have you ever traveled to Luzon? Lots of cool places to explore. I haven't traveled to Luzon. I think is Palawan part of Luzon? I went up there just to go to, I think El Nido at the time. But only once, and that was like years ago when I first started coming to the Philippines just as a tourist. And it was only for a few days checking out Puerto Princesa, my geography isn't that good. So, but yeah, it was fun. I think the Philippines has a wonderful place to offer to see. If it's hard to like, you have to really know what you want, right? So if I were retired and I had a set amount of money coming in, that would be the perfect ideal way of traveling the Philippines, right? Because you can explore as many cities as you want, as many towns, big ones, small ones, figure out what you're looking for. And if you're single trying to date there, that could be another thing, right? So plus like, but if you're working, then you got to consider like the internet and convenience and all that. If you're working online, that's another thing. So I think the best situation will be somebody having some sort of money coming in guaranteed every month. That way you don't have to worry about internet, you don't have to worry about long-term stay or something. You don't have to worry too much about budgeting because you know exactly what you're making. And it'll be a much more relaxed way of traveling, a bit more realistic. So yeah, that way would be perfect. For me, I'm still working online, so it's not as convenient, practical as me to just take a domestic flight to a random small town, explore. Although that's something I love to do. So let's see. Jennifer Martinez says, hi, what have I found? Says, you rock, man. You're straight up my news for the Philippines, mainly because I'm moving there this year. Amazing. Tell us why are you moving there? Where are you moving? If you've been there before, anything you want to share, that'd be great. Also, once again, I think I kind of quickly skipped over what Jose said about the 5 coffees. Jose's been a big supporter of the channel. Speaking of which, I kind of want to take a second to thank everybody that has already donated throughout the year. Buy me a coffee, super thanks, super stickers. Because honestly, at some point I was going to give up a couple times, and it just wasn't making sense given the amount of time I was putting into the channel. But now as the channel is growing, I see a much, so what I'm looking for. I'm more optimistic about it. So you guys really pushed me and made it make sense for me at the time. So I will never forget that, basically. So no matter how big this channel gets, at some point I'm gonna remember the beginning and how you guys kept on encouraging me. Ray Ray says, we already went over that. Oh yeah, what am I thinking? You're right. Palawan is not Luzon. Palawan is near, even close to Iloilo, right? My geography is all over the place. What is up there? I think I've been up there near somewhere. I don't know, bro. I forget. Yeah, Alex, happy Sunday. We are Saturday evening here. Mary says. Marie. Fuck, every time. I keep saying Mary. Marie. Marie. Yeah. So we got 37 people watching this, only 14 likes. Take a second, guys. Hit that like button. In a couple minutes, we're going to go get a coffee, show you guys what's going on down here locally. And there's a couple food vendors. Sometimes they sell like barbecued meats on the sticks. So we'll see how that goes. Yesterday, I went by a Shabu buffet, pigged out completely. So Southeast Asia, you're going to find a lot of places where they sell you like all you can eat buffet for like $8 basically. And you can just sit there for 2 hours and just shovel food in your face and cry about it later a little bit. But yeah, it was fun. Laban Tupa says, I really enjoy your videos, very informative. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Honestly, I wouldn't be doing it, obviously, if you guys weren't watching. So we're all here celebrating 10,000 subscribers. I think it says a lot about a channel to have like that many subscribers, because a lot of people do this for a long time and they don't break the 1,000 mark. So I'm very proud. I'm very happy about it. So congrats, bro, says Bigger Bees. Thank you. There you go. Have a nice day. I lived in Luzon for over a year, retired March 8th, on a plane March 25th. It's been a great transition moving here from the States. That's awesome, because a lot of people have a little bit difficulty initially just getting adapted to the new way of life. The laid back, vibes sometimes, the bit more, it takes a bit more time sometimes to get stuff done, but I think you have to be aware and mentally prepare yourself. So the pigeon was gonna come right at me, bro. Just the way things are done here, it's a bit different. We have to remember they're still a developing country, right? So they're working on a lot of things. There's a lot of things to take care of, and sometimes they don't get to the stuff that might matter to you or me, right? So it was sad to see they're gonna stop that Makati subway line. So I don't know what's going on there, but there was supposed to be a big plan to have this nice subway line go through like a whole bunch of Manila, but now they've stopped it because of jurisdiction conflict. So yeah, that kind of sucks. What else happened? Oh, the Filipino guy that got arrested in Thailand for that scam he was pulling. Yesterday, I talked about that guy that would go to a hotel, book 4 or 5 nights at a luxury place, and say, send me 2 limousines, one for me, one for my dad. So the first one would bring him to the hotel. He would say, oh yeah, my dad's gonna come with my passport and whatever. So they'll let him in, check in. He'll eat up all the food and go use the pool and all the other stuff, invite some friends, and then leave before they could find out there is no dad in the second limo. And then they caught him at his dorm at a university. I'm like, buddy, you threw away your whole life because of a couple nights at a luxury hotel, essentially. Um, you know, get into a university in a different country is not easy, right? You got to pay tuition, you got to get proper visas, you got to like make friends and find a place to live, and you know, you're gonna definitely get kicked out of school. So all that gone to waste because them just want to spend a few nights at a luxury hotel. I mean, wouldn't it be easier to like, I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't very sophisticated, as they said. I think it was a cool, clever, and creative way of trying to commit a crime, but definitely not something I could see one getting away with, especially these days with CCTV and all that. Speaking of hotels, you guys see that guy who showed the Indian man that lost his cool at that Thai hotel? He just completely went berserk. I'm sure many of you guys have seen it by now. Órale, vato, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasa? I don't know, bro. I don't speak Spanish, but I guess you're saying, what's up, bro? How's it going? Not bad. Not bad at all. I think that is a language, even more than French, although I knew a few French things. I think Spanish would be easier for me to pick up than any other language, even more than Arabic, probably. It's just something that Spanish, a lot of words seem similar to English, and I think watching La Liga all my life, Spanish soccer, I picked up a few words, stuff like that. What you doing? 60 people watching this. Hey, yo, everybody, welcome. If you're just joining us, we're here, beautiful Sunday morning, celebrating 10,000 subscribers. I'm gonna get a coffee any second now. So show some love, double tap that like button. Let's get some more eyes on this before we get into the meats and potatoes of today's live stream. And ask your questions as always, share your thoughts. Let me know about your experience in the Philippines, Southeast Asia. What are your goals, your plans? I love it here, man. I love Asia because of so many different reasons. The main thing for me, 100%, it's got to be cost of living. Southeast Asia, although many countries like the Philippines and Thailand even are getting a bit more expensive, it's still nowhere near as if it were back home, right? So for that reason, I feel comfortable. I feel like I can explore. And why did the light go lower here? Yep. Edwin says, hey Alex, good to see you, friend. Good to see you too, bro. There you go. Have a nice day. It's called patience and utilize local expat resources. I have breakfast twice a week with YouTube vloggers. There are a wealth of information. Yeah, a lot of, even when I was leaving my condo at Solinia, downstairs, I think Chad Foster was having a get together. And I felt bad because like I don't want this dude to think I don't want to say hello or ignore him or something, but I was on my way to get groceries. But yeah, everybody gets together a couple times a week or many times a week, depending on where you are. Even recently, I think California expat John himself is having a meet and greet soon. So there's a lot of people with a lot of information. Why not utilize them? Alex, what's your favorite soccer team? If we're talking about the city teams, it's Barcelona. If we're talking about national teams, probably Spain now. I just like their tiki-taka football still, so I enjoy that. What do we got here? Eric says we're French speakers in New Orleans, U.S. Oh, okay. I knew there were there's a lot of Cajun vibes, and I just don't know where that comes from, the history of it and all that. So I'm not surprised. I guess French Creole or some. I am sure there's some makes sense why people that speak English or French. Dorothy says, I like that name. You had me rolling on the floor. The special effect face yesterday's video. Keep up the great work. Such a small touch, right? But I felt like that. I'm like, buddy, you know. Anyways, let's go. Let's get this. A Farang, a foreigner, for the first time I've seen for a long time out here. What up, dude? This man's on Tinder walking, you know. Just trying to find the next date for tonight. Okay, let's get some coffee out here. If you guys want to show some coffee money, try to donate to that goal we have. If we reach about $50, I'm going to take you guys to a local, we have to drive there, but a local market to show you what's that all about, what that's all about. Okay, let's go get a coffee. Here, would you like to assist me? Hold on, let me. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of improvisation here. Not really improvise, but I gotta take the tripod off the gimbal. Boom, done, just like that. Oh no, I feel like there's a fly under my hat. That's one thing that's annoying about Southeast Asia. No matter where you are, if you're outside, flies are essentially unavoidable, man. Like you're gonna get a fly eating dinner with you when you're out trying to enjoy something. You're gonna have a lizard, some kind of pigeon, some big lizard you were not expecting. So that's all part of the fun, though, right? There's nothing in here. You want to throw some stuff in there? Okay, let's go. We might not get the seat. That's okay. Where are you going? Let's go. Wasn't the dude that way? Somewhere? Was that a bird or a kid crying, man? I don't know what the hell's going on, but right? What is that? A kid or a bird? Ah! Wow. That's a kid crying, bro. Where's the mama at? What are you guys saying? You guys got kids? You guys want kids? Should I get a kid? I'm gonna get a kid. You want one? Put a seed in you, like Game of Thrones. Oh, first time I heard that, I laughed. Okay, let me read some comments. Oh, my video's so behind, like at least. See, that's where they are, right? Okay, so let me read some of your comments, guys. Hello from Zamboanga del Norte, heading to Thailand 10 days with a wife. Hoping to exit entry stamps on the passports will help with her U.S. visa. I hope so too. I don't have much information. What's up?
What are you doing?
Let's go take a look. I think they're praying or something, right?
They might have some ceremony.
Let me put the front camera here. There's somebody having something going on over here. Hey guys, I'm gonna not talk for a few seconds, okay? Give me some time while we explore the city streets. What's going on over here? Coffee man busy, yo. It's gonna take a while to get into that. Excuse me. You know what the problem is? I think I'm too zoomed in. Yeah. Oh, I'm so dumb. The whole thing was zoomed in the whole time, huh? What is it, 40 baht soup? That's a big lineup, but what else are we gonna do? Nothing, right? All right, do your thing. Come back. It's a big lineup, but I don't think this is pretty cool. Sure, you can. I think a lot of them are just waiting for someone or something. I think I want a hot one, no? No? Ice? Okay, fine. All right, I've been overthrown in my decision. Overruled is what I'm looking for. Yeah, where are you gonna find something like this wherever city you're living? You're definitely not gonna find it without somebody making complaints of not having a proper permit or some nonsense like that, right? So fresh coffee, man's grinding beans on the spot manually, you know? Look at this dude. You know, what are with these ladies in the uniform? What are they saying? They're university students? They're working?
They work. I think they work here. They might have some kind of
Oh, wow, we are. Big building. I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm at now with all this. So let me read some comments while we wait for the coffee, okay? I'm gonna step over here. I'm gonna change the camera. Okay, I'm gonna step aside and read some comments while my coffee is being ordered. See what I do, guys? For you guys, I get out of my comfort zone. I come out here, show you guys the real streets out here. You know, I wanted to stay in bed. I'm not a morning person, but let's see what else we got here. What makes your channel so successful is your information short, sweet, and to the point. 10 minutes works for you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. There you go. I appreciate the feedback. Walking Street Tour says, there we go. My profile name was glitched out. I'm the one who said I was moving there, coming from Canada in about 5 months to Manila for now, then going to search around for some dreamland. My man. All right. I'm glad. I hope you find your dream. What month is the best to visit the Philippines? Honestly, I don't know, bro. To be honest, I forget this. Just Google it quickly and see what's rainy season, what's not. It's always cool during the rainy season. Yes, exactly. Where is this? Looks like Thailand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Congratulations on reaching 10K milestone. If you only had 30 days in the Philippines, where would you base yourself? Also, do you have any videos showing local art or museums? I don't. I don't have local art or museum, to be honest. I do a lot of that stuff like on my free time, and I don't want to bring the camera because I want to just enjoy it. Anytime I bring the camera, it's all about YouTube, and it gets me like not stressed out, but I'm like work mode, and I miss out half the stuff. I've been to museums, not too many in the Philippines. I'm not really a museum kind of guy, to be honest. I'd rather see stuff like, yeah, I'm not really into museums. I don't know much about art either, so I can't help you guys. But if I was to base myself for 30 days, I personally would definitely choose Cebu, just because it's close to so many islands. Some of my favorite ones, like being Malapascua, Bohol, Bantayan, Oslo. You're close to Negros. You got city life and island life that's much more accessible than other parts. I just think a lot of conveniences are there too, so a lot of options for rentals. So Cebu would be my number one choice. Hello, Palm. Yes, so Dorothy knows what's up. What's next here? Hello, friend. Love your channel. Greets from Bantayan Island. Hey, Hayden in the Philippines. Hello. Okay. Hey, you still hitting the gym? Jose, not really. The condo I'm at's got this really tiny gym. The one machine I use, the cross-train elliptical to get my heart rate up, it's kind of broken. It's got no battery and it's like making a lot of noise. So I spent about 30 minutes on the treadmill just walking for now, but I've never lifted. I might start to consider doing that because I feel like I'm losing a lot of muscle. I've never been muscular, but I've had enough. I've been kind of bulky, but as I'm getting older and just not watching what I do, I'm starting to just not look the way I want. So I think soon, maybe starting next month, I'll actually start having some kind of regime or routine. Ah, young lady got a seat, huh?
You want the orange americano or
Yeah, 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 yeah. If it's real orange, yeah. Where we at here? Let's see. Cool channel, brother. Respect, FFM. Thank you. There you go. Have a nice day. Walking Street Tour. Travel with someone. If you ever have an accident, you need someone to pay for your procedure before they will do anything. I had that experience in Sikihor Hospital Island. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I hear some nightmare stories regarding accidents and going to hospitals, people being held captive until they pay their bill, all this stuff. Like, I got insurance, right? So I would rather them deal with insurance directly, but I know not every hospital operates that way, especially in Southeast Asia. So what I got to do, go pay 100K pesos from the bank. I got to withdraw 5 different times. I'm sick in the hospital. Who's going to help me? It's a whole bunch of like crazy shit like that going on. So just be careful, guys. Don't get into accidents and all that. Imagine, don't get into accidents. You know what I mean? So have some kind of plan if something goes down and something goes wrong, especially if you're older gentlemen. You want to have like someone to be there to assist you in case shit hits the fan. Paul Verzi. Sean says thanks. Toy look like that comedian. Who that is? Paul Verzi? I don't know. I think I know Paul Verzi. Is that the guy from that podcast? Paul Verzi. Let me Google this dude, Paul Verzi. I don't think I look like anybody, to be honest, but some people. Paul Verzi. Who's this guy? This dude wish he looked like me, yo. Mad more handsome than this guy. No, I'm just joking, but thank you guys. We got 62 people watching, only 27 likes. Though, just hit that like button. Maybe more people can watch this video if you do that. Ask your questions, whatever you want to do. We also have a goal on the channel. If we reach 5 super stickers, I'm going to take you guys to a local market. If not, we're going to walk around here, show you the park, have a coffee. I'm going to go and say, actually, we already saw this dude, so I don't need to show him anymore. What's going on around here? Man's making mad money, just making beer coffees. That's it. You know, it's funny in North America, like this would be considered what is that called? Artisan coffee or some nonsense like that. And charge you 10 times the price. Over here is the opposite, man. You support a local like this, pay half the price or less, 1/3 of the price of Starbucks, and sure. Man, they got all kinds of beans and Brazilian beans, popular coffee roast. I'm gonna go to Brazil at some point. She's selling, If I ate pork, I'd have a saricap, have some of that, but I don't. A big sign here, probably telling you what to do and not to do. Saricap. Okay, I want to get back to some comments in a second, y'all. Now that I'm it's hot as balls out here, man. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Oh. Jose says, I just hired a personal trainer. It's a cost, but worth it. But yes, to build muscle doesn't have to be crazy, just enough. Yeah, I agree. I don't like. I think people that build like a lot of muscle is definitely an obsession. I mean, people get obsessed with all kinds of stuff: drugs, women, gambling, whatever, alcohol. I think working out is another one of those things. I don't know. I can't really speak for other people, but I don't see any female liking a bulky guy to the point where it's just too much, right? But then again, I don't think those guys really care what women think, so they're not doing it for the ladies. Some of those guys, I'm like, buddy, you already won. Go home. That's it. Like, how much more muscle do you need? Like muscle on top of muscle, man. They got like, how long is for the coffee?
2 more cup before us.
That's okay. We'll stick around. I got nothing else to do. It's only been 38 minutes. I'm sure we got a lot of time to walk around. Oh yeah, I was reading some comments. I agree, Jose. Definitely, if you really want to get stuff done, the number one thing is have some sort of like consistency, obviously, and your eating is a big difference maker. So for sure, be careful here about diets. Easier to have many carbs or not enough protein will make you lose weight. Yeah, Curtis makes an excellent point. Actually, right now, I think, yeah. So check out Gold's Gym if you guys are in Iloilo. I highly recommend it. I did an interview with the owner, Mark, so great guy. What nation makes the best coffee? Oh, what a question. I mean, for Southeast Asia, hands down, it's Vietnam. So, but as far as generally, I assume Colombia, maybe one of them. Brazil could be another one. I know Philippines got their own coffee, but I'm a little sad that the Philippines doesn't really promote their own coffee brand as much as I would have thought. I didn't even know like Coffee Bean was Filipino, or like some of the major places I've visited. Not once in 6 years have I seen them say, "Oh, this is local coffee," or like Filipino made or whatever, right? So the branding needs to be there, I think, a bit more, which would be good for Philippines and its coffee. So personally, Vietnamese coffee, I like it because it's very unique. It's got a distinct flavor. And they got the egg coffee. They got all this like the coffee culture in Vietnam is just way above any other country I've been. Then I would say Thailand, Chiang Mai has got a huge cafe and coffee culture, especially with digital nomads, young people. But as far as the beans, like I don't really know. I went to Malaysia and some tea fields, so I know Malaysia does great tea. But from the places I've been, I'd say Vietnam is the best when it comes to coffee. Oh, Curtis, yeah, nothing makes sense, bro. When it comes to Curtis said gyms here charge the same for trainer as they do back home. Doesn't make sense. Not only the trainer, but the gym membership. It's like, bro, how am I paying more than I do in Canada? So it's like some stuff doesn't make sense. Some stuff makes sense. So when it comes to those things, yeah, I agree. You'd think it would be at least a bit cheaper or an obvious amount cheaper, but it isn't. So you have to make up a difference somewhere else. Costa Rica has some great coffee. Okay, says Sean. Starbucks chocolate is from Davao in the Philippines. Oh, J Boogie, thanks. See, like this is what I'm talking about. Although I don't go to Starbucks often, but yeah, Mark is a cool dude, says Jose. Thank you. Yes, the gym owner. Actually, Mark is in Thailand right now with Steven as well. So uh, unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet them and something come up. But Curtis says, I'm a boxing coach in our town. I had to start protein to help with the weight and workout. Okay. Yeah, like the older you get, I think it's just natural to watch out for your health a bit more, right? So it's easy to just become lazy, especially if you're like retired or whatever, right? You just completely do whatever you want every day without worrying about it. You know, I don't like working out at all. I don't like going to the gym. It's not something I enjoy. But I go regularly because I know if I don't go to the gym, if I don't walk my fat ass for 40 minutes, it's not gonna take long before I start like getting round, and at some point I'm gonna give up on life. So I'm glad I was able to kind of figure it out now instead of like 20 years from now where it's gonna be much more difficult to handle it. So whoever's watching, if you're a younger man and you haven't really thought about your diet, I think it's one of those things that I wish my parents, when I was younger, taught me a bit better when it came to like diet and exercise and all that because it is important, right? So yeah, most definitely. It's hot out here. This guy's busy, man. This guy's raking in the moolah, man. I'm gonna start a business like this dude. I like his little apron too, wearing gloves, smiling at people. Look at this whole lineup. Like 12 people here. This guy just made your whole day's salary in the Philippines with 5 minutes. Stuff like this works in Asia because permits and restrictions isn't really a thing, you know? So it's kind of like one of those things I like and I dislike. I like that people can just hustle, you know? And you can make money just hustling like that. But then it comes to safety and food and handling and all that. So if your stomach is weak, sometimes it can be a bad thing, you know. So, oh man, I wish you guys saw what happened to me in Malaysia one time in Kuala Lumpur. One of the only times I had food poisoning and sickening. I was praying, man. I was praying to God that doo-doo wouldn't come down my trousers, you know. So, because I was stuck in the middle of the highway walking between the restaurant and the condo. So I was like, yep, I guess I'm taking a shit in the middle of the road. I'm gonna be those guys on YouTube that I make fun of. Oh, Jose says, yes, I'm actually being trained by a boxer, so I also took boxing classes. Yeah, that's one thing I really wish I got into as well, boxing or any kind of training like that. But now that I have knee problems and just, yeah, I don't know, no excuses, I guess, right? So, a ham. Which one did you get? Did you got real orange juice? Nah, soft, yo.
But the syrup that is usually, I like it. I'm gonna order fish ball.
I'll come with so we can see the ordering process, yeah? All right, we're getting fish balls. Look.
Can I go?อันนี้คืออะไรคะไก่ที่แล้วอันนี้นะคะสีชมพูไก่ไส้กรอกอันเล็กก็ไก่วางไว้ไหนนะคะ
Yeah, I'm definitely getting sick if I eat that.
You wanna go for a walk?
This guy's gonna be done soon, right? See? Patience, right? Some people might lose their cool having to wait this long for coffee, but mentally, I is prepared. So where we at here? I have a large container of Dunkin' Donuts that costs 25 bucks. Okay. Yes. To all you guys and gals, exercise for your health in the future. Curtis, are you in Thailand? I think fairly obvious at this point. Yo. Yes, I am. Where we at? Thailand. Another. Look at this tag on the. What are you saying, Shorty? Oh, I just noticed. Check it out. Those lamp poles got big durians on top of it. Yo, what do you guys think of durian? I know some people hate it. Some people love it. It smells like ass, but it tastes delicious, apparently. I don't know how I feel about it. Robert says, "Are you Armenian?" I am not. I'm from Afghanistan. That's it. Okay. So, guys, ask your questions. We're going 46 minutes strong. Feel free to ask questions, comments, share your experiences, your thoughts. Let me know your connection to the Philippines. What are you looking for? Are you trying to here find some future wife? Are we here to try to find peace of mind? Are you looking to better yourself? Are you looking to get more value for your money? Are you looking to explore, get out your comfort zone? What is up with you and the Philippines or Thailand or Vietnam or Malaysia? Or why is you interested in Asia, my man? You know, ask yourself that. And please share that with me because I am curious. What's my opinion on AI girlfriends? I think it's pathetic, completely. I think anybody looking for AI girlfriend needs to reconsider their manhood. I don't care how old I am and how ugly, fat I am. AI is not going to be a thing for me, buddy. If I was like a dude that could not get women, I would be working on a way to get women. If I was ugly, I'll go to the gym every day, or like try to fix my face. If I had no confidence, I'll take some classes or whatever I got to do. And worst case scenario, I'll try to become rich because you know what? Nothing says hello better than some money, right? So anything before an AI girlfriend, I think it's a joke. I don't even know what it is, but just thinking about it makes me mad. So nope, not for me, bro. Tim K, you skipped my question. I will. I'll skip whatever I want, first of all. Second of all, no, I'm not in the Philippines. I'm here in Thailand right now. Not Tim K. Tim K, that's not what I'm trying to say. Yes, I skipped your question. But I think for the first 45 minutes, I was showing Thailand flags. That's why. Whoa. Why is it like this? Bro, I know this is going to be the worst coffee I've ever had in my life. Look at this. Wait. Hello? What is going on here? Why is the color green or whatever this is? Whoa, delicious though. Bro, I see a chicken on the road. Let's go say hello to this chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? I know, right? Yo, the chicken wants some chicken. Look at this chicken. What's up?
You want to?
No, let's
You
go.
wanna try me?
No, let's go find somewhere to sit. Then we'll do all this.
Go pick up this food.
Oh yeah, I forgot you ordered that. You got money? All right. Bye, unsub all you want. You know what I hate? People that feel entitled. If I skipped your question because I want to, first of all. Second of all, like people, I don't care about this guy unsubbing. It's not my point. But sometimes people get too comfortable. You know, they forget that like I don't know. Just because you see me every day, I still have opinions and thoughts or whatever. Like I don't owe you anything if you're gonna threaten me with unsubbing or whatever. I can't stand people like that. Like yeah, this way. I keep saying I thank people every day on a regular basis. If you watch the channel, whatever. I mean, like, yeah, at that moment, perhaps he thought I was rude. But the point is, don't say, oh, you skipped my question, like you're entitled for me to answer every single question. That's not how live streams work. If you watch anybody, I pretty much, I think it annoyed me because like I know for a fact I'm one of the only YouTubers that basically reads every single question, whether I agree with it, disagree with it, whether it's against what I want to talk about. I basically do it. So once in a while I skip a question or two. I think that's when people feel like, oh, like it's a normal part of it, right? So instead of saying, oh, this guy's cool because he pretty much reads almost every question, people feel entitled to like, nah, get out of here. I don't like entitlement shit. Like just either enjoy it or don't ask your question. If it gets skipped, it gets skipped. You know, like, oh shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even have like a proper answer for that. I think I was being a bit rude, but to say you're gonna unsub, all right, cool. Do what you want. Canada, huh? So if I step on this leaf, is it bad luck, disrespect, or what? I'm gonna skip like this. I'm surprised nobody took. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's put this tripod back on here. Okay, do that.
You sit here, man. The light comes from your back.
My producer over here.
Sure.
It's okay. They don't have to see like, it's fine. People don't care about lighting. Thanks. They didn't give you a. Put it in. Whoa!
Mix it first. Don't you see later?
I can't actually. Sunglasses. So it's the cup that's this color, or why is it like, right? I want to try this.
Tablet. Tablet.
Okay. We're back. Yeah. So what are we talking about? Me getting upset at the guy for unsubscribing and leaving? No. Me being too sensitive? I don't know. Yeah, man. Like, people sometimes get too comfortable. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's it. Let's get back to, I don't want this thinking. Back to our questions. It's okay. Whoa. Hottest women. Which country? Vietnam? Thailand has the hottest women. Vietnam.
In fact.
Yeah, in fact, definitely Thailand. Uh, Let me go. I once loved a woman who wasn't clean. Well, haven't we all? Haven't we all? What nation has the best value for the dollar? Bang for your buck. Vietnam, hands down. Cups tinted. Sean, he's a smart man. You is a smart man. I'm like, why does coffee look like hot chocolate? Yeah, let's get back to the question. It's funny because on the live stream, I'm still looking at the chicken right now. How to find a Filipino wife? Just come on over, bro. Yeah, like maybe I don't want to disclose my location to everybody. You know what I mean? Like if you just look around and you see it, or like I don't know. Let's not get back onto that nonsense. So what else happened in the news lately? I'm trying to think. Oh, so Thailand right now is facing some uncertainty regarding tourism when it comes to their numbers. They're freaking out because they didn't reach the target. They're taking it very seriously. Where I think it's funny because like it's not always going to be upward trend, right? Sometimes you're going to have low seasons, low numbers, and they lost a lot of the Chinese market, which Vietnam picked up on. So for the first time ever, Vietnam surpassed Thailand in the number of Chinese visitors, which surprised me because I thought the communism connection there was going to be a bit stronger. But I guess Filipino people, or sorry, Vietnamese people are not really fond of Chinese people. I don't know the history, but I assume something to do with war, if I had to guess. What's going on? Philippines, yeah, they came out and said like 16 million people are employed in the tourism industry, which surprised me. The same as the illiteracy, the what do you call that? Something I forget. But yeah, so basically 24 million people in the Philippines don't comprehend what they're reading. I guess that makes sense in a way, but that's a lot of people. 1 out of 5 people who don't understand. Actually, less because half those people are probably children, right? So they said adults. 24 million people. It's a lot of people. Anyways, it's also difficult because there's so many languages, right? So it's not easy to kind of judge that number. I don't know. So that's that. I'm trying to see what other news topics I saw recently. I'm trying to remember. 5 foreigners got arrested. That's going to be tomorrow's headline probably. So we'll get into that. That is it. You know, one thing I want to mention, if you guys have been noticing a lot of more violent crimes in the Philippines lately, it is election season, and historically, every time when elections happen, the reasoning, I don't know why. Maybe you guys know more than me, but a lot of gun shooting, violence stuff going down. And yesterday, it's like a daily basis thing right now, so I don't really report too much on that, but I do if it's involving a foreigner, right? So a lot of local stuff going down as well. Thank you. Yes, Bird asked an excellent question. Any difference in weather between the nations in Southeast Asia? Definitely. I don't find much of a difference between the 3 fallen countries, Malaysia, Thailand, and Philippines. Although Malaysia can be really humid certain times, like I was sweating from my kneecaps, especially if we go to certain regions. However, one thing I do find, every single of those countries have like the cooler regions, right? So Thailand has like the northern part, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai area. The Philippines has Baguio, from what I understand. I've never been there, but I hear it's cool from everybody. And Malaysia, it's got like Cameron Highlands and all the areas. So you can find cool areas as far as weather goes. Vietnam, there's parts of it that actually snow apparently, right? There's parts of Vietnam that do get snow, very small amounts, but they still get it. So, and Cambodia and Laos surprised me with the temperatures. My last trip to Laos, I was just like walking in the middle of the day. I'm like, I'm not hot. I'm like, what's going on here? So the temperatures do fall to like 15, 16 even. Oh yeah, so the old capital of Laos was cold in the morning. We went out to see some monks and we're like freezing, and I'm trying to like pretend like it's not bothering me because I'm Canadian or whatever, but I'm like, bro, it's cold as shit out here. Like I don't want to see a monk 5 o'clock in the morning freezing my nuts off, you know, but it is what it is. Robert says, I sub to make up for it. Thank you, I appreciate that. No, like that's the most annoying thing to me when people say, it's like when you own when you own like Walmart, let's say, and one customer comes and says, "Oh, I'm not shopping here anymore." You think Walmart gives a shit? Like one dude doesn't want to be a sub anymore. I don't want people like that on the channel. It's so sensitive that they can't like take a thing or two, you know? Like so, don't blackmail me or bribe me or fucking threaten me with your subscription or whatever. So, I'm not like, I don't need it that bad. Is my point. So, congrats on 10K. Keep up the good work. Says Mike's Philippines Retirement. Hey, Mike's Philippines Retirement, a big popular channel, of course. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I think I met Mike and interviewed him. But honest to God, I've met so many people. It's hard to keep track of what's going on in my life and my videos. Speaking of interviews, why is this like? I feel like this is like right up on my chest. Yeah, let me go a little bit higher. A little lower. There we go. It's a bit better. As long as it's not pointing at my crotch, you know. I don't want to excite people. This one mine?
Both.
You been drinking out of both? Sheesh.
You see yourself there.
Oh, I drank out of a straw. That's gay. I was gonna do this. I can't switch the camera. They're gonna see you.
So why? What's wrong with this one?
What's wrong with drinking out of a straw? It's gay.
Place.
Whatever, man. Who the fuck cares? If you're trying to hide your jokes, that means you're actually discriminating. But nobody's safe from a joke, man. I don't like that either. You should be able to joke about stuff, right? Same with like joking about Jewish people or Muslim people. Like you should be able to do whatever without, if it's an actual joke without meaning to harm anybody. I don't think it's a big deal. We can't let gay society control the narrative, you know? They get made fun of by me, that's for sure. Sean says, if you could give yourself advice before moving abroad, what would you tell yourself? Travel and starting your YouTube channel. 100%. The number one advice I think anybody pretty much can attest to is make sure you have a reliable source of income. Don't come out here without having that. Don't think a little bit of savings and you're gonna just wing it and make it work and find a job or something like that. So number one advice would be to come here only when you have a source of income monthly, whether that's a pension, retirement kind of stuff, what's that? You know, getting VA or some kind of online job. My advice would be to find if you're coming from the Western country, find even a part-time job that's good enough to live out here comfortably. You won't be rich, but you'll be living comfortably because things are much more affordable here. So why not? The second thing would be to have multiple, or one tip is don't keep all your credit cards in one location. In case you lose your wallet, you want to have a backup at home, right? So for example, right now I have 3 credit cards. I keep one in my wallet when I go out and 2 in different locations in my, like one in my backpack, one in my suitcase, for example, in case you lose something. And my other tip would be to obviously make sure all your documents are in order, right? So make sure you have, did this fall back down again? Is it going down? Is that what's happening? So make sure you have so enough time on your passport and like all that stuff. So I think the main thing would be just the money situation. And my other biggest tip would be to definitely figure out why you want to come here. Like don't just come here without a plan, essentially, right? So I think it's, what are you doing? Leave it. It's good. You're ruining it. There's too many things. I think those are some things, and I think it's important to like be realistic about your expectations. Like if you're running away from something back home, don't think just by coming here simply that goes away, you know? So you got to have an open mind to think like there's going to be ups and downs and just be able to go with the flow. There's too many things to like say, but I think the money thing is number one. The second thing would be to come out here for like a trial run. I would highly recommend don't sell everything and just jump out here. What if you don't like it? What if it's too hot? What if you don't like the food? What if you don't like the people? What if you just want your comforts back home or something, right? So come out here for a couple months and then see how you like it. If it's your style or vibe, then sure. If not, then yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Do not trust women easily. Someone they lose all the things.
Yeah, that's the thing. The other thing is don't come out here for women. Come out here for yourself. Women are not going anywhere. They've always been here. You're gonna find that. Don't. I would recommend highly against this kind of situation. For example, you have a job and you're talking to a woman in the Philippines. She says, "Come visit me." So you quit your job and you come here. Realize she's not who she says she is, right? That kind of situation. So I'm saying, don't make her the only reason you come here. Come here for her and 3 other girls, just in case the first one doesn't work out. Hey, man, it is what it is, right? And if she does work out, then you could just choose her. There's too many things like that. I think it's just like, obviously boots on the ground, like getting here is the main thing. See if you like it and have money, essentially, is what I'm saying. Don't sell everything and just get on a plane. And never ever send money to a woman you never met online. I think it's the lowest of the lowest type of behavior. I know some people might disagree and some people might not be in the position that I am, so I can't really say. I don't know what I'll be doing when I'm 75 years old. If I'm talking to a 20-year-old, pretty sure I'd have to send money. Why else would she be talking to me, right? So stuff like that, I think you have to be realistic. Like, I know some guys come out here and say like age doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter, but money does, right? So that's always going to be the bottom line. Oh, I was not expecting that. I thought that was a coffee. Num num num. What is up here?
Drink on top because it's cold.
Okay. Do you think the Philippines should legalize weed? No, not because I don't believe in it, but I think they have bigger things to consider first. I don't know, to be honest. I don't have enough. I don't smoke it, and I'm not a Filipino, so it's hard to say from an expat perspective that doesn't smoke weed or whether they should legalize it or not. I don't think so. I think there's more negative than positive that comes out of it, especially because I think those that want to smoke weed, they already do anyways. If you're in the Philippines, you know where to get it, you know how to do it, as long as you're not selling and like, as long as you're not selling it and like distributing it, even if you get caught, I don't want to say this publicly, but yeah, people that get caught is because they're growing plants or somebody snitched or there's a reason why it becomes a big deal, right? But for sure, if you do it in the Philippines, you know what I'm talking about. Weed smokers are gonna find weed wherever they go. But I think if you legalize it, you might just have like much bigger problems. In a normal country, no offense to the Philippines, I'm saying if all the structure were there legally speaking, then legalizing it might be able to way to like tax it, reduce some crime and all that. I don't think the Philippines is a country where you can do that right now. They have much bigger things to take care of, I think, before they can legalize that. I feel comfortable about being able to handle any kind of negative results of that decision, right? So personally, I don't think so, but once again, I don't think I'm the right person to answer that question. Sperlin Edwards checking in from Lepara, Antique. Hello. Jay Boogie, it's bad idea. People can't drive sober, let alone being high. I assume smoking weed affects driving skills, so that's a great point. I seen channels saying never use credit cards in Thailand except at major hotels. Your views? I agree, but then again, any place that accepts credit card in Thailand is probably a major establishment anyway, like Seven or whatever, like Lotus or a major company. I don't have any issues because credit card is not my money, man. I know it's inconvenient if somebody hacks it or steals it. I just call them and say, hey, fraudulent activity, and they might, well, they will 100% give my money back. My point is like, the convenience is worth the risk. Thailand, I have no issues. Both times my credit cards were hacked. It wasn't because the credit card store hacked it. It was just a random generator in some European country that basically guessed the numbers, and that was it. So I don't have a problem with using credit cards anywhere I travel. I think if they accept it, use it. Just let your credit card know ahead of time you're traveling, and just watch your transaction history once every few days. Just checking on it, make sure nothing weird's happening. I personally don't. Thailand is very, very digital. Like I'm starting to see a lot of places say they don't accept cash here already. So people are prepared for credit cards. The system's great. The internet's great. I personally don't have any issues with that, but you can choose to do what you like. Curtis says, I cannot tell one country from another by looking at the signs or writing on the signs. You cannot? I guess so. I guess if you're coming from a Western country and traveling here for the first time, it's very difficult. But I think because I've been traveling for so long, and then I was an English teacher and all this stuff, so for me it's very easy. Like even Thai writing compared to Cambodian style and even Laotian, I can tell now. It's like even like Sri Lanka or Bangladesh, some of these countries that all the wiggly signs look similar. This is so rude and racist or whatever, but it's true. They all look similar. Like I'm not gonna deny the fact, but I can still differentiate. Okay, so we got 40 people watching. We've been going how long for this? An hour and a half almost. So I'm gonna ask a couple more questions, read a couple more comments, and then we'll end this. Looks like nobody wants to go to well, maybe you guys do, but so maybe you could save the local market for another day. It's not a big deal. Ba, 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 ba. Don't forget about the mail. Don't forget about the mail. Yeah, when you move abroad, make sure your mail situation is sorted out. Because right now my primary residence still in Canada. My tenant still receives my mail and puts it aside for me. So make sure you tell all your banks, all the places you can receive any mail from, they're no longer in the country. Set up some kind of, I'm not the one to really know about that, but I'm sure there's ways to set up like some kind of mailing situation. Far From Home says 10K subs. Yay, thank you. I lived in Korea for 6 years and was able to travel here in the Philippines about 25 times. That did make it an easy choice. Yeah, of course. If you're that close and 25 times, obviously you liked it enough to keep coming back. What do you think will happen at the Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 4 OG event? I don't know what any of that is, but if you're talking about video games, I don't know. I played Fortnite a couple times, but I wasn't that good at it. Don't forget about the Magic Jack or something like that, says Sperlin. Yeah, definitely I'm annoyed because I used to use Skype to make phone calls for free to 1-800 numbers landline. Now I don't know what to do since they've stopped that. So I'll have to figure that out. But definitely have a way you could contact your 1-800 or landline numbers back home. I'm not talking about WhatsApp calling your friends on a data internet situation, but I'm talking about calling businesses and landlines. Hey, my bad. I put both coffees next to me. Kind of tasty. It's good. The coffee was $1.20, and the orange Americanos. That's one thing. If you come out of the Philippines, actually not the Philippines because I haven't really seen it. If you come to Thailand, you have to try the orange Americano. Boo. So they have these like unique oranges in Thailand. They're green, but they're really delicious, sweet, and a bit tangy. And they have this mixture of black Americano coffee and orange, and it just, you would not think it works, but it's delicious. There you go. Have a nice day. I don't understand the people that sell everything. I still have my SUV back in Texas. I have most of my belongings, the container at my friend's ranch. Think things through first. Yeah, I mean, definitely think them through. I think people that sell everything, they might not have much to like, not to live for, but they're okay with losing it. Basically, they have they think they have enough savings and this and that and the other. But I would recommend against it. But then again, everybody's situation is different. Like it might make sense to you, and not to me. But do what you have to do, but just be aware that you might not like it here. Things may not go the way you planned. Maybe your relationship breaks up. Maybe you just simply had enough of one area. Who knows, right? So you want to have something to go back to, so something to fall back on, a plan B, and even a plan C. I think this is common sense stuff, but a lot of guys don't really give a shit what I think or what you think. They want to do what they want to do, and no matter how many times you tell them do something, they're going to do the opposite. So yeah, definitely don't sell everything, I think. At least not initially. Just come here, spend 2 or 3 months, see if the culture, the vibe, the country's for you before you decide to sell everything. Jose says, nope on the weed. Sorry to say, it's unfortunate people are dumb as it is. You go to the mall and they smoking it with kids around. Yeah. Like what I said, people that smoke weed, the thing is in Canada, pretty much, not everybody, but a lot of people do it. And they come here and they want to continue that way, but yeah, I don't see, I think the downside is much more than the upside. And like I said, people that smoke weed, they're going to find a way regardless. So why make it easily accessible to those that don't smoke weed yet, or why entice people to try it, or just increase other negative aspects? Yeah, definitely. There you go. Home says, don't use debit card. You probably lose your money. Credit cards, the bank will zero out your account. Exactly. Don't ever risk your own money. Always try to put stuff on credit card. If shit hits the fan, it's not your money, bro. I like how, like, one time I was calling my bank and I'm like, yo, why do you guys keep blocking me when I'm trying to make a purchase on this credit card? Like, oh, we're just trying to protect your money. I'm like, no. You're protecting your money. You're making life an inconvenience for me. And I think the girl or the guy just finally clued in, like, oh, yeah, I guess so. Because they're just regular people working, right? They don't think of it through sometimes. Pew, 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 pew. Happy upcoming Cinco de Mayo. Larry, thank you. I don't celebrate it, but happy Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, if you like weed, go through Thailand. There's plenty of problems there, definitely. There it go says, also buy an RFID blocker wallet for all your cards. Yeah, if you're really worried, you can do that, definitely. Buy one of those so people don't scan your card while you walk through, right? A lot of people, they just need a small device that even just walking by your wallet, if they have it near you, they can read that credit card info. End, End of Eternity says they have curved alphabet because they wrote on leaves and straight lines would cut up the leaves. Word, if that's true, that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense. Who knows? Oakland Athletics, say hi. Hello. Alpha Kenny Body? Who's Alpha Kenny? Jay Boogie says, Alex, do you have any plans to go to China or Mongolia? No plans, but I'll be open to it. Mongolia, more likely than China. China is like one of those countries I have like a, not really a love and hate relationship. And my point is, I'm always like, I have mixed reactions or mixed feelings towards it. I really don't agree with some of their social ways, and I don't know. It's hard to judge a whole country with 1 billion people like that. My point, and it's got so much history and the food is good, but their foreign affairs and some of the way they handle situations, it really rubs me the wrong way. But then again, if I start to look at every country's history and what they've done to their people, I wouldn't travel to any country because morally I wouldn't agree with a lot of the stuff. So it's not fair, I think, to just brush a whole country with some few ideologies. But for now, not really. I looked at some flights. I think I would go at some point, but not in the immediate near future. Yeah. Do Thai people have free visa to Mongolia? Do you know?
I don't know. Never search about that.
Maybe it'd be something to look into. Mongolia. I know they eat like horse meat there. I mean, I guess it's the one thing I know. No, I know Mongolia, like Genghis Khan stuff, but actually, a lot of Afghan people have Mongolian descent or some shit like that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about history. Cool fact on the leaves, yeah. Okay, I think we're going to end that here. 42 people, 50 likes. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate the support as always. We got 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to continue doing this kind of videos. I appreciate you guys watching, subscribing, liking, sharing, all that stuff. So that's it. This was today's video. Cool walk in the park, celebrating 10K. I'll see you guys tomorrow with some regular news stuff. Bye.